Welcome back, everybody. This is Market 3003 here with more Let's Play Super Paper Mario. I took a little bit too long of a break this time because we were just kind of busy with a lot of stuff. Not really anything in particular, whether it be important or unimportant. There was just a lot of stuff going on. There was schoolwork, there was going to people's houses for God knows what. I took a wrong turn there. And there was just plain getting distracted. I'm terribly sorry, everyone, for getting distracted, but it happens, and I'm sorry. So at least now I'm back for recording more. But anyways, so what we're doing over here is we're going over to Flopside to find the last heart pillar. I made a few wrong turns here. As you can probably tell, this is post-commentary. And just from dialogues. I don't know if I made it clear, but yes, this is post-commentary. I don't really like doing this, but anyhow, there's just going to people's houses, and then I just ask, wait, why are we here again? And then my mom's just like, gives me some weird answer, making another wrong turn here, just making time. There was also my English teacher who gave us kind of a lot to do over this break. I can't complain too much for most people because they're over here writing 20-page essays, and over here I'm busy having my first time writing a 5-page essay. I know that's very insignificant for a lot of people, but it was the first time I actually had to think about what I was doing. Just kidding. But it's, you have to give me a little credit because we hadn't been forced to do really hard stuff lately, and I guess I just kind of got used to having easy assignments, and then all of a sudden, hey, guess what? An actual assignment. Just kind of, well, that was unexpected. As you can probably tell, most of this video is going to be wrong turns, but it's also going to be me explaining why I had this flub. I should have made it right here, but that was a left. That's not right. Anyways. So there's just there's just me, on the one hand, there's, okay, that's kind of like, okay, you need to allow, like, I guess, not like a learning curve, but just like, he wasn't used to it, so you need to give him some credit. And then, on the other hand, that's just plain being lazy. You need to manage time better, you need to, like, actually know what you're doing. As far as actually having legitimate cause for, like, screwing up and not being able to make time, is just, like, getting distracted, really. I had recently been playing that new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity that came out. If you haven't heard of it, that's fine. It's nothing super huge, I guess. For me, it's super huge, but it's not huge in general. But anyways, yeah, I've been playing that recently. It's a pretty good play. There's a lot of plot twists, and it's, to me, it's an excellent game. The way I always tell that a Mystery Dungeon game is good is if the story makes me cry, and this one made me tear up several times, so I think it was the equivalence of making me cry once. The storyline is very emotionally charged with a lot of sad emotions. I will admit that I did cry at all, like ever, but like even more so like in a game. It always makes me sad. Just like, aw, that's too bad that you have to disappear from the world after you've made so many friends and so many connections. It's always tough to say goodbye. But, no, yeah, there's no room over here, so the time has come. Sorry, just gonna read this off real quick. He's just gonna talk about, like, hey, so the door has appeared at last, so now you can go ahead and, go, and he's gonna wait for you there, and he's saying you should probably prepare, and then that's exactly what I do now. But anyways, yeah, so, what made me cry most this time, I should probably say a little bit of a spoiler alert. It's not, like, huge, but it's a little bit of a spoiler alert. I think the thing that made me, think it was sad the most was that it was, this time around, they said, since, like, your being there, your existence in that world is causing, like, whatever distortion in space, not only do you have to disappear, but everyone's memories of you. And I'm just like, wow, that reminds me so much of, like, Men in Black, where you do your work, and then you have everyone forget about you, and don't get emotionally attached to anyone, because when you do, it's just going to be that much harder to let go of them, because they won't remember you after that. And it's just like, wow. That concludes this spoiler alert. I'm going to try not to spoil too much of that game in case anyone watching this wants to play. But I will also say that I've been playing a little bit too much of a game called Team Fortress 2, if you haven't seen my other videos of me playing that, or if you have never heard of it for some reason. It's just one of those first-person shooters, but it's really fun because it has a lot of teamwork involved. I'm not going to go into depth about the game too much right now. It's, like, just... it's fun. Even though they get a lot of down talk for basically being a hat simulator, because recently they've been getting a lot into hats and stuff. I mean, not like recently, but it's been going around for a while. Anyways, just really quick here, I'd explain that the gold medal gets you a bunch of points here, and I ended up buying a few other things, but the gold medal is kind of good if you just need a quick level up when you're in the lower levels, but in the higher levels it's kind of useless. But I buy it anyway just to get a little boost. Anyways, but I was saying, they had been going into this thing of only having hats and stuff for a while. There was once a time when they took the game seriously, but I mean, I think it's perfectly fine that they do the hat stuff, just because it's like, you can't take too much of a game seriously, otherwise, what are you doing? Just can't take games too seriously. But anyways, like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail about that right now, but yeah, so we end up just buying a few other things that were useful here and selling other stuff. And then the last thing that was eating up a big chunk of time is just like figuring out how I want to draw stuff. I have a little bit of skill in drawing. I'm not going to blow my own horn here saying like, oh yeah, I'm amazing at drawing, but I do enjoy that activity, and I had been figuring out how I want to do my drawing style with a lot of different things, and it does take time because you have to kind of like toy around with a lot of different ways to draw stuff, but that's pretty cool. I'll put up a little bit of my work at the end of the video. I'll just put up like one or two really quick. But if you're not interested, then you don't have to see it. You'll see this video all the way to the end. But yeah, that's what ate up most of my time. But I will do my best to upload more now. It might not work too much because I kind of wasted my spring break on not recording, but I will try to be more diligent about that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm glad that I decided to save my progress right here, because a little bit later, after I was done recording this, since I have all my Wii set up right here at my computer, and there's not a whole lot of space where I record, I just leave it on the ground, and I have one of those chairs that kind of rolls around, so I accidentally bumped the Wii with my chair, and so it turned it off. So I was like, oh man, all my progress is awesome. But then I was like, oh yeah, save block, sweet. Anyways, this is the final door, and he's saying all like, 8 pure hearts versus the dark prognosticus, Castle Black awaits. There's something on the last page of Light Prognosticus, and that's actually Merlon talking. Only those who have not abandoned hope can turn back the prophecy of doom. They look forward into the future, no matter how dark and uncertain it may seem. I think that's what he said. I went by too fast. Yeah, I fought all this way because you believed the future could be bright. I can't go through this door with you, but I send you with all the hope in my heart. I know that you can do it. I too believe in it in my heart. Believe it in my heart. Thank you, both of you. Leave it to us. Are we gonna group hug? Enough pep talk, Gramps. I'm doing this for me. Bowser. TP. I don't know what is in your mind, but if this is too hard for you, please feel free to stay behind. No, I'm going. I've decided. I must do this. TP, if your memory returns. TP, you've changed so much. You've grown so strong. So, be sure to return safely to me. I will, Merlin. Let's go. Let's defeat Count Black. Let's save all these worlds from destruction. This dialogue is making me notice too many parallels between this and Mystery Dungeon. And hurry, for the worlds may not have much time. Anyways, in that black span of nothing you will find Castle Black. You may face battles harder than any you've endured thus far. If you feel ready to face this challenge, then please go forward. I'm not ready yet, so I'm just gonna end off the episode here. Everyone, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll put up those pictures for you